Hello guys, this is Tony J. Selimi, and today I'm doing this live broadcast from Mexico, Cancun, in specifically this very beautiful resort, Zoetry Paradiso La Bonita. And today I would love to dedicate this broadcast to all the business owners out there who potentially may not be doing the things that most successful people do, but may be unaware of how to really grow their business and really enjoy life and be able to come to beautiful locations like this and have anything, frankly, you want. So what am I doing in here? Probably you followed me. I was in Jamaica a couple of weeks ago, almost a month ago now. I do so many things around the world, teaching people how to truly unleash the freedom that lives in their potential, how to monetize their gifts, and how to grow their businesses in a way which is truly aligned to their personal values, to their true authentic values, which guys consistently change, evolve, and transform. So, what is it that most people do that really stop them from growing their businesses? Well, one of the things that I consistently see when people approach me for various favors is the fact that they are unaware of how universal laws and spiritual principles and mathematical principles apply in their daily behaviors, in the way they speak, in the way they think, in the way they write, in the way they ask successful people like myself for favors. Now, if you are unaware of that, I strongly recommend you to work with somebody or get in touch to help you truly transform the language in order for you to be able to attract most amazing partnerships. Now, what successful people do, one of the things they know what it means, value exchange. And the principle of value exchange is something I talk quite a lot in my book, A Path to Wisdom, in #Loneliness, and now while I'm writing A Path to Excellence, which is specifically for leaders who are called to do bigger things in life. I take you in detail how those principles and the value exchange principle, it's key if you want to have some form of partnership with people. Just to give you an example, now in our daily life, we go to various shops to buy clothes, to buy food, to buy things that we love and we really want in our life. Now, as you progress to the ladder of evolution, success, financial success, your taste starts to change. So does the value about the things you want to have in your life. Now, you start perhaps maybe going from a local supermarket to going some trendy supermarket, eco-friendly supermarket, or maybe a supermarket that does organic food. Although the food is more expensive, but you don't mind because you know the value. Now, learning is the same. And also, if you are approaching somebody like myself, if you don't know your own value, there's no way you'll be able to know my value. Now, successful people know that extremely well, and they know how to ask one another about favors, about exchange, about speaking, about coaching, mentoring, all of those things. What I notice is many people become complacent and they expect things out of you without truly understanding what is the value you offer to that person, and create things that basically have no value to somebody like myself, or maybe to yourself or to other people. So if you don't know what is the worth of this person in your life, in your business, in your event as a speaker, get to know them. Get to know what is the value that this person would bring into your event. Because I've been approached recently by quite few entrepreneurs who they want me to go somewhere without realizing that the value that you provide goes into 50, 100 thousands of pounds. And people like my clients in here actually pay me a lot of money to be in here. So for me to take time to go somewhere else, it will cost, let's say for the day, it will cost about 20,000, 30,000 pounds for me to take my time to go somewhere. Now, if you're going to invite somebody like myself into your events or stuff like that, believe me, it's you need to learn of what that is, because valuing my time, valuing the wisdom and the knowledge that a lot of people pay me to come to places like this, and it's something different. So this is why I see so many people make mistakes, because they don't really know their own worth, they don't know the value, they don't know what is fair exchange. Now, if you're going to create a product that has no value to other people, you cannot really bribe them to come somewhere with you into that event, because for something, for me for instance, let's say you invite me and let's say you give me a Nobel Prize, that I do value. But if you create an event which has no reciprocal value to the value that I would be giving you by coming there, then by all means do not approach me for those things. Approach people maybe who are more at your level, not at my level. So while I'm here yesterday, this is the other thing what successful people do. Successful people do, they always love creating and being innovative, whilst taking some time to relax, taking some time to enjoy life, taking some time to recharge themselves. So yesterday was a typical extremely busy day, because I left London quite early in the morning and the British Airways flight was delayed, and being at the BA Executive Lounge at Heathrow, I tend to meet extraordinary people. This is why I always say to people, if you want to go higher in your life, think about what kind of lifestyle you want to have in your life and what kind of people you want to have in your life, because they do say the kind of people you have around you is what determines how successful you become. And personally, I've chosen to actually be mentored by billionaires and also coached by billionaires, because having achieved a lot in my life, I wanted somebody to push me over my limits. I wanted somebody to expand my wisdom, to expand my knowledge, and also to expand my vision about what is possible for me and for the methodology which I've been developing for 30 years to help you expand your mental life, your emotional life, your spiritual life, your business life, your relationship, your finances, and truly love life, because that is what it's all about. It is all about loving life. And if you don't love life, and if you don't love yourself, you will not be in flow with life. So going back to my client yesterday, who flew all the way from Dallas to be here. So he flew all the way to Dallas, flew me all the way from London to be here ahead of my vital planning, to be able to have an intensive 6 hours coaching with Tony J. Salimi. And in those 6 hours consulting, he got all of the clarity that he's been waiting for almost like 20 years to be able to have somebody who focus all of the faculties that I have on him. And what is it that really troubled him, that stopped him for giving himself permission to do bigger things in life? Although he's extremely successful, but his success started changing in his life. He wanted different things now. And believe me, no matter what you do in life, you will be evolving. Your values will change, and the moment you achieve certain success, you want the next level of success. So this is what successful people do that maybe you don't do in your life. They also invest a lot in learning. They invest a lot in coaches and mentors like myself. They read every single day. They wake up early in the morning. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning. I did my meditation. I did my running on this beautiful beach. And also here I'm doing a live broadcast for you guys, which means they are early risers, and their focus is giving value to others. And when you give value to others, it always comes back to you. This is going back to the law of attraction. You start to attract people in your life, events, and you increase the possibility and probability of you getting exactly what you want. But you're not going to get it if you're going to be cheat. It's not going to get you anywhere. And with just using words without action, without your reality showing what, perhaps it's time for you to reevaluate your life, because your reality around you is the clearest mirror of how successful you are. So many of you have followed my journey. Many of you have read my book, Path to Wisdom and #Loneliness. And some of you may have read Fit for Purpose Leadership, which I co-authored with many other amazing leaders, where I talk about burnout. One of the issues yesterday that I was talking to my client in here was about burnout. And successful people actually don't get burnout. And what I mean by successful are people who really are in the space of 100 million plus, because you're totally in a different ball game when you actually run a business which is 100 million plus. And when you run a 100 million plus business, then you can for sure afford to actually fly mentors and coaches like myself to work with me privately and to really resolve some of the problems and some of the challenges, and also whether it's personal or business, it does not matter. You start really having different choices in life. So what else do successful people that you may not be doing? Successful people honor other people's success, and they celebrate it with them. And also, as I mentioned earlier, daily, they spend time to read. Now, yesterday was an interesting one, because the moment I landed, the moment I arrived in the resort, I was greeted by amazing stuff in here, showed around, and then I met my clients. And those places in here, I'm here, just my villa is here in front of the beach. And it's extraordinary. It's extraordinary to be able to work in a place like this. Successful people constantly think about solutions, and they have something inside of them, a big void, and the moment they achieve something, no longer satisfies them. They have this constant desire for fulfillment, and I know each one of you has that. I know because I have it, and I've had that for years. I think this desire to fulfill certain voids has been with me since I was born, but only later in life I realized the power of that. I realized how that applies to our behaviors, how that applies to our achievements, how that applies to the things that we create in our life. So the most powerful part of that, it's simply acknowledging to yourself where you are. And before we started yesterday, the first thing after my client shared with me what is it that he wants to work with me in the next 3 days before my next client arrives, which is Emanuele, doing full vital planning, another vital planning for 5 days. I asked him what is the paradise, the vision that he has in his head. And we started mapping that. We started really mapping into this very, very beautiful vision. And when you actually see clearly, guys, when your mind's eye, not your eyes, when your mind's eye sees what is it that you're here to do, and when your heart has this tremendous calling for you to be able to bring your gifts, to be able to find a solution to big problem, this is where you truly become unstoppable. This is where you truly are in flow with life. This is where you truly come to experience what life is all about. And many years ago, as I left the corporate world, and when I was struggling, not being able to pay my bills when I was made redundant, I had so many fears. I truly wanted to create this paradise. And it is paradise. I wanted to create a business that brings me to most beautiful places around the world and meet most extraordinary people. Because people who come in here, guys, all I can tell you, it's very, very expensive resort. Especially if you're going to be at the beachfront, especially if you come to like anywhere within the Caribbean, where people who have made it in their life, they come in here not only to relax, because most people will use these places to relax, they actually use it to learn, they use it to grow. They hire experts like me to come in these beautiful, relaxing locations to really map up the next level of success, the next level of growth, the next product, the next solution, the next innovation. And what's interesting with my clients from Dallas is the fact that they're working on artificial intelligence. And most of you know that my background is technology, science, and psychology, and spirituality. So I hit him with certain spiritual principles, and he became extremely curious how to capture that with AI, and how AI potentially can become the tool, the vehicle for many of us to actually explore our spirituality in ways which was never possible. So let me show you this resort. It's really breathtaking, guys. Look at that. So Zoetry Paradiso, it's breathtaking. And this morning, this was the view, the sunrise. Simply amazing. And here behind me, I have got my villa. And it's a private beach, which is really beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So in a few days, I'll be starting again another vital planning with my existing client, Dr. Emanuele Garbelli. And I've been evolving vital planning for the last 10 years into this very beautiful life manual. Integrated a lot of the knowledge, a lot of the wisdom, some of the... Hey, I'm back. Integrated some of the most amazing tools and created one. I created the TJSE method, evolutionary method. So this is like the plunge pool, and this is the area where I will be working with Emanuele with an incredible view, So if you are ready to take your life, your business, your relationships, your finances, your mindset, your emotions to a whole new level, this is the place to do it. And many years ago, I dreamed about creating this. And guys, it took 10 years of extremely hard work to create something which is extraordinary, to create something that provides tremendous value to my clients. And this is why I say to people, if you want to be successful, create something which is of tremendous value to others. Create something that brings amazing, I would say, energy, and it brings something that no one else can. And when my client shared with me yesterday why he chose me, because this is a powerful story how we all connect. He chose me because actually he started his successful business from humble beginnings. He actually read my bio, he read Path to Wisdom, he read #Loneliness, which he picked up from a book fair, funny enough. And he really liked all of the things that I've done in life. And he went and checked my profile, checked my LinkedIn, spoke to one of my clients here in US, in Miami, and he was left speechless about what my client in Miami has achieved in the last 10 years, consistently working with me every single year. So I feel blessed and I feel grateful to really have achieved this kind of success when I travel around the world and work with extraordinary clients, teaching them, coaching them, mentoring them, and showing them things that for sure they won't read in a book, for sure they won't get it in seminar, for sure they won't get it from their partners, and for sure they're not going to get it themselves. This is why it is always important to get somebody who mentors you, who coaches you, and is your teacher. And you dedicate and you commit to that process, because part of success, what successful people do is consistently they commit to something that is very important to them. They also commit to learning. They don't give excuses. Myself, I made that commitment for the last 30 years. I've been investing money consistently with working with different mentors, different coaches, different healers, different experts, and also academically and also professionally. So this is where I see now all of this, I would say, investing in myself paying off. And some of the people who were my teachers now have become my students. And this is what I call a great teacher also make their students great teachers. And my personal mission is to really share this incredible work to transform and enrich the lives of 1 billion people. Now, that may be through clients like my client from Dallas, through Dr. Emanuele, where we're going to be working on creating a new vision for healthcare transformation, not only in Britain, but across the world, because we both believe that every human being is worthy of having fantastic healthcare. I also, with the rest of my clients, we believe that wealth distribution can shift and change, and technology enables us now to be able to help many people to raise their wealth profile, to raise their limits, to raise their quality of life, so their children, their families, they don't have daily worries. I personally also believe that every human being, providing they have the right nurturing, the right education, the right mentorship, they can actually design a life and they can contribute towards global consciousness. So, now I'm going to take some questions from you guys. First of all, I wanted to thank all of you for joining me on this live broadcast, because this is my plunge pool and shortly I will have to go get some breakfast with my client, have a session, and then have some break during my lunchtime where I'll be doing some work for my business and prepare for the vital planning before my afternoon session with my client. Also, we're going to be doing yoga. I'm going to be doing yoga with him. I'm going to teach him some breathing techniques. So it's not only about business development and leadership development and growth and product creation, innovation. Actually, it's full experience, body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. And for Dr. Emanuele, who will be doing his second vital planning in here, we're going to be really drilling now further into his vision, because he invested a lot of money working not only with me, but also with many experts around the world to really bring his vision to life about how to change the behavior in healthcare and how we can integrate the TGS evolutionary method with 25 principles into healthcare and totally create a new vision for how healthcare, how doctors, how patients, how pharmaceutical companies, how government, policymakers, nurses, all finance, and all can come together to actually provide, I would say, state-of-the-art healthcare designed for you, by you. And for the other part of my mission of inspiring 1 billion people, it's also to bring this work infiltrated in education, in business, in leadership, and in government. And while talking about government, we all know what's happened with Brexit. We all know what happened in America, around the world. There's this like rise up in left extremists or right extremists, which I believe is part of the revolution that needs to happen for us to evolve as species, for us to be able to transform a new way of leadership, a new way of being together, a new way of collaborating and growing together. And this is why we're having all of those things, because many of you out there, you are fed up with that, but you also no longer want left or right. You actually want a conscious leadership, conscious government, conscious politicians, and you want the tools and the systems to help you make an informed decisions, because we don't entrust our governments and our politicians to lie to us and to actually create outcomes which can handicap many people's lives, especially in the 21st century, where we love to grow, we love to travel, we love to learn, we love to love other nationalities, we love to experience life, and we want to go beyond limits, beyond perceived limits, beyond when somebody tells you this is the only thing you can do. Well, it's not, guys. I grew up in that mentality. I now travel the world doing exactly what I love, which is teaching you how to maximize your human potential, how to grow your business, how to create products and services, and how to really be in peace with yourself. It's not really about the success, because most of my clients, some of them actually, they do have the knowledge, they do have the wisdom. They seek from me things that usually they perceive they lack until I help them awaken that in themselves. So I feel extremely blessed to be here in Mexico again, because if you have read my #loneliness, you will read the stories, because with Adam, one of my former clients, we actually wrote the books in here. I helped him write his book here in Mexico, Maya Riviera, and he's doing his own things around the world. And hashtag loneliness literally was completed here in Mexico, because the energy is amazing. I always felt like I've lived here and part of my spiritual work is about really growing that and doing more and more spiritual work in places like this and exposing my clients to different things. So now I'm going to go back to you and find out any questions you may have, and once again to thank you for joining this broadcast. So I have Paul in here, Paul McDonald, hello, all the way from staff. I have Robert, all of you, hello from Mexico. I can preach for this. You are so right. It has took me 8 years of self-belief, intuitive trust, and inner drive to create what we co-created so far. Brilliant. Keep doing it, Paul. You are an ongoing inspiration for people. Tony, always love watching your life with Paul. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you, your family. Albanian radio. Hello, Tony from London. Enjoy the work and beautiful weather in Mexico. Albanian radio. Let me just say thank you to all of you. I was so proud to be at the event at the Albanian embassy, honoring Niman, and all of you behind Niman actually maintaining your focus and your will and your determination regardless of the difficulties behind that. And as a business owner, I know how many difficulties one needs to overcome before you truly become successful. And I know you guys are on the right path. So congratulations once again for this amazing award that you got, and I look forward to come again on London Radio and share more, inspire the Albanian diaspora from around the world and Albanians from around the world to be able to step into their true power, to be able to empower their children, empower their businesses, and grow not only culturally but also in their mindset, in their businesses, and what the difference they make in the world. So thank you again. And I have Vyolsa, hello. Paul McDonald, you completely live and embody using your signature message. Thanks to you, brother. You are a shining star. Thanks to you back, Paul. Thank you always for supporting this work. I know I'm pretty much aware of all of you guys, including you, Paul, what you do in the background, and for all your time, even to share, even to comment, even to read the books, recommend the books, whatever you do. I just want to say a big thank you all the way from Mexico. Ken, it is always great to see you. Last time I saw you was in Knightsbridge. We had our mutual friend at the opera that evening, so it was nice to see you after so many years. Hope you well, and all the way from Mexico, lots of love. Then I have an amazing man, Niels van der Velden, all the way from Amsterdam. Niels, to both of you, I love you guys, all the way from Mexico. Hopefully one day maybe you both can do this program, because I know it will help you truly transform what you're currently doing. So thank you for supporting us, for coming to Live in My Illusion. And I have Emma, hello. Long time no see. So thank you for being on my live broadcast. And I have Sandy, I have Fernando, I have Sonia, hello. We haven't seen you for ages. Hope you are well, beautiful. Then I have Edita, then I have Abedin all the way from here. Thank you so much. Then I have Butcher, Butcher all the way from Mexico. I love you. Then who else is in here? I have all of you guys. Robert, hello. Then I have Philip, my Philip and Tanya. Hello, guys. So I'm going to say I love you and thank you. I'm going to go and get ready now. If there's any question, guys, by all means, write them down. Share this video. Share it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook pages. And if you want to learn more about doing one of those vital plannings in luxurious places, by all means email my virtual PA Alma info@tonysalimi.com, or you can go to bit.ly/TJS Vital Planning. In there you will see all the amazing things that my clients get. Not only that, but so much more. And I will be broadcasting live for the next Vital Planning, where I know Dr. Emanuele will share his heart, his wisdom with all of you guys, what we're trying to do and what he's trying to do, bringing his vision to life about ending so many frustrations for doctors, so many frustrations for patients, and truly creating something beautiful for the healthcare industry. This is why I love what I do, because I truly get inspired to help my clients get what they want, to help my clients realize how powerful they are, to let my clients unleash their true potential, and to let my clients create things that is in alignment with what they truly value in their life, not what they fantasize about. Because a lot of people fantasize about doing what I do, and they speak about it, but actually they're not doing it. A lot of people fantasize about money, about business, about getting rich overnight, but they don't. And I meet them 5 years, 10 years down the line, and they still are where they are. They still go to personal development events, and they still haven't moved forward. So, guys, there's two things. There's a fantasy, there's a reality. If your reality, as you can see, and as you've been observing for many years, does not change and does not transform, does not grow, then get in touch. It will be a pleasure for me to help you transform your reality and be truthful to yourself, to the people you want to collaborate with, to the customer you want to actually inspire. And finally, on the 26th of March, there is the Business Book Awards ceremony. I'm one of the sponsors for the Personal Development Book Award organized by Lucy. And there's some amazing people who actually have been nominated for the award, and I can't wait to announce the winner that evening. So if you want to be amongst entrepreneurs, business owners, and authors, and potentially you may want to enter your book or you're writing your book, then do come at this event. I believe there's only a number of limited tickets available now, so go to the Business Book Awards website and grab your tickets. I will be there with my private clients who I have treated them as their Christmas and birthday presents. It's a gift for them to bring them together, some of them, and be there with other authors, other entrepreneurs, other leaders, other visionaries. The event is amazing. Lucy and the team and all the partners and all the people involved are creating a very, very good value for the money you're going to be paying. Not only you'll have an amazing dinner, but most importantly, you'll meet the most amazing people. So if this has inspired you, do get in touch. It will be a pleasure to go in one of the locations that I teach around the world and focus only on you, because this is what I love doing. I love focusing on one person or two or maximum 12 people, because I can help them extract everything out of you and really accelerate your growth, your business, the vision you want to have for yourself, and also feel amazing about yourself, because my clients know I shower them with lots of love. All the way from Zoetry Resort, this paradise place, I want to say I love you and thank you.